Well, here we are, another potential development site here. Now I can say we've got a few remains of the old tunnels here, but certainly most of the old sheds have been knocked down. Now there is an application in for building here. I'm not sure on progress, but certainly the locals are not happy when you hear the amount of traffic on the road here. It's all blocked off here, so I should imagine probably only developers have been in here, and potential developers, shall we say. Well, see some of the remains of the old buildings here, concrete base here as well, but certainly have to say one of the many contentious applications owing to the amount of applications in the area. There you can see open green fields here. Now it's some of the only ones you're going to find. We're not far from the local supermarket down there, various other housing estates around, so local roads. I wouldn't say exactly where at this stage. It is closed off to the public, but certainly there are people living around here. Do you know what is happening? People living at close by. But certainly it's one of many big developments in the area. Well, a lot of the buildings were demolished sometime in the last probably couple of years. At a time when COVID regulations permitted, and the ongoing work, as you can see, blue sky here, derelict tunnels over there, probably part of the old Bailey's nursery here, but sadly when businesses on the edge of town's not making money, nor there's any land attached, do seem to come at a premium, and certainly big temptation for developers. But certainly there you can see through various houses down that way, the main road, certainly very busy. Remnants of the old buildings here, the old bases here as well, concrete bases. Certainly a haven for wildlife. Certainly residents living locally, which would be totally perturbed at the amount of development. You can see farm, there we are. During the summer harvest. But having said that, most farmers don't really make any money. And I think land can be reclassified. So sadly, there's a lot more developments possibly now than there was, say, 10 or 15 years ago, including on Greenbelt land. So anybody wanting to get hold of the local council about too many developments, please do so, because without people lobbying and campaigning, it'll just take off. And sometimes these things happen. Decisions are made by other councils when there's when it's appealed. So very often it gets made by a council outside, just looks at the circuit plan and says, oh well, I need 30,000 houses by 2022 or something like that, after they have done for the last part of the century, and of course then make the decision from maybe 100 miles away or more. So people need to be aware of how this planning process works, and how sometimes the developer can skew it by saying, oh, they're going to build affordable housing, which nobody knows what's affordable. And of course, very often they don't build what they promise. Very often they'll say they're going to build, I don't know, 25% houses which are affordable. They're not, and nobody knows what affordable is. Is it, is it £100,000? Is it based on the salary for the local area, or is it something far higher? Most places you can't buy anything under about 150,000 now, which is of course beyond most people's, certainly far beyond the living wage. So there we are. And I know there's a lot of people up in arms about all this. They hate all this building all around the country. It's been getting worse and worse and worse. They say the demand's due to the fact there's more people, population growth, highly contentious of course. There's a lot more Eastern Europeans around. In fact, you can tell that when you go around various areas, various town, cities and out in the country. But of course they are not always doing the job. I mean, there's a lot of them unemployed. A lot of them brought in by their friends to as a way to get into the country and stay with them. I mean, I've lived with them. Some are doing the jobs, of course, which you could say, well, they are doing the jobs which perhaps some English people haven't taken. But of course, has it been open to those people? I don't know, because sometimes these people, these immigrants, these jobs are advertised in these foreign countries, and their mates tell them, and all this sort of thing. So you could say it's a really tough subject. But this is open land. Now, I'm not sure what the status is at the moment, but it could well be pending approval. I'm not sure. But as you can see, well, haven for wildlife here. And whatever happens, it's take another chunk from just outside the town here. And I can't say, I'm not going to say where it is. We are about, what, 1.5 miles from the town centre. But due to personal privacy here, I won't say where. But as you can see, most of it's all demolished. Watch this space. Sadly, another development site here. And usually the plans do get the way. Just come back with another application. Sadly, it's not always affordable anyway. Certainly not rents aren't affordable either.